I was interested in aviation after my first flight with my stepdad. When I was 14 to 15 years old, he took me up in his Piper Aztec and flew me out over my high school area, and I was hooked.
I grew up in a United onesie. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. Both my parents were Chicago-based at United. My dad is a pilot at United, and then my mom was a flight attendant. My grandpa as well was a pilot for United.
I knew I wanted to be a pilot, honestly, as early as I can remember. It's really the first job that I ever thought about as a child.
I was always interested in aviation as a kid. You know, my dad would take me to air shows, took me to space camp, got me in a 747 simulator when I was 13. So I was always around aviation and I always loved it.
I come from a family of aviators. I currently have 10 pilots, give or take, in my family, and it took me a while to realize that I kind of wanted to join the family business. I'm scared of heights and I get motion sick, and at the time I was scared of little airplanes, and I did 3 intro flights, and at the end of that third one I realized that it was something I could get over and that I was going to do it.
I toured the ATP at Georgetown location just outside of Austin, Texas. Initially I thought, wow, this is awesome. They have brand new planes with fancy avionics, and it's a lot nicer than what I got my private in.
I found out about ATP through a family friend, and it aligned with everything that I was looking for. I wanted a fast-paced program and get to where I wanted to be, which is ultimately at United.
When I decided to go to Ogden ATP, I toured the location and I loved the people, I loved all the students I talked to, I loved the area, and it just seemed like a good fit for me.
I discovered ATP and realized there was this company that was doing something that was absolutely groundbreaking. At the time, I was the 3rd student that went through.
My aviation journey started with ATP in Long Beach. I was 19 years old. It took me about a year to get through the program, and I started instructing. That opened the door for the opportunity to interview with Spirit Airlines. And at the time, when I was hired at 21 years old, I was the youngest pilot hired at Spirit Airlines, and that was a testament to what you can accomplish.
I think one of the bonds ATP alumni have is we've been through the same program. It's a real challenge to get through, and I think that means something.
When you see a fellow ATP alumni, it feels like you already know them. There are so many people that helped pull me up to where I am now. It's just a gift as an alumni to be able to do the same for others.
Once I finished instructing at ATP, a week later I had put in an application to be a pilot recruiter with SkyWest. When I was doing interviews, most ATP applicants that I interviewed were consistently prepared, and I think a lot of that speaks to the Pilot Pathway program.
With ATP, the harder you work, the harder you study, the more you fly, the better you're going to be. I would say ATP is very positively affecting the aviation community. They're training very knowledgeable candidates, and overall is improving aviation safety.